Nearly 4 months after Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Francois Hollande signed a MOU to purchase 36 Rafale combat jets, the difference between negotiators seemed to have narrowed down. News coming in suggests that India will buy the French-made Rafale planes for $8.8 billion. The agreement is to be signed within 3 weeks and it will take at least 18 months for India to get the first lot of aircrafts. We catch up with defense expert PK Sehgal to understand these things further. Sources with first-hand knowledge of the discussions reveal that the Indian team has managed to hammer down price for the deal from some 11 million euros demanded by the French to about 8.8 billion euros after 3 to 4 months of sustained and hard negotiators.
This deal is extraordinarily important from every point of view. Firstly, relations, both government to government, diplomatic relations, strategic relations between India and France. France has always and every time been holding India's hand and has proved to be a dependable strategic ally. Rafale was selected against tough competition. In that competition, the frontline Soviet aircraft, the frontline British, joint British-French collaboration, British-French, German-Italian collaboration was also tested. Swedish aircraft were tested, and the F-16 of America and F-18 Hornet of the United States was also considered. After considering all this, Rafale was found to be the finest weapon platform that the Indian Air Force wanted to induct. And I'm very glad that after prolonged dialogue and debate and discussion and lots of financial stresses and strains, eventually the deal has been signed.
The deal comes with a clause of delivering 50% offsets, creating business worth at least 3 billion euros for smaller Indian companies and creating thousands of new jobs in India through the offset. In fact, the toughest phase in negotiations that began in July 2015 was to get the French to agree to 50% offsets in the deal.
The F-16 and F-18 were thrown in as pressure tactics, essentially as pressure tactics to tell France loud and clear that we have got other options. As the French were going in for a kill, they understood the desperation that the Indian Air Force was in. We come down from 44 squadrons to minimum 33 squadrons. This will add two squadrons, but 2 squadrons of the ultra variety, in fact among the very best in the world. So this has been a critical deficiency in the Indian Air Force. To a very large extent, this deficiency will be met. And what is very interesting is that we have a follow-up order of 18 more aircraft. At the same price, should we like to exercise that option? I am very, very certain that the Government of India as well as the Air Force will like to exercise the option of getting 18 more at a point of time at the same cost, but this I think option has to be exercised within the next 4 to 5 years. The aircraft per se is better than what currently exists either with the Chinese Air Force or the Indian Air Force or the Pakistani Air Force. It's a way beyond what any of the air forces in this region have got.
Under the proposal deal, French companies apart from Dassault Aviation will provide several aeronautics, electronics and microelectronics technologies under the offset obligation.
It's an aircraft which can be used in all weather, all types of terrain, has every type of latest avionics, latest visionics, is enmeshed with the latest weapon systems and latest protective measures. It can protect itself as well as engage. It can take on targets at low level, it can take on targets at medium range and medium level, and it can take on targets at the high altitude. And it is a platform which can be used with efficacy both at the sea level, over desert terrain against Pakistan, as well as against the highest terrain that exists in Ladakh and Arunachal against Chinese.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during a visit to Paris last year, confirmed India's order of 36 ready-to-fly jets. The Air Force has stressed it needs to start replacing its aging jet fleet from 2017 to effectively check the capabilities of Pakistan and China.
Rafale is current technology, absolutely contemporary at this point of time, and will remain contemporary for the next 40 years. Should you induct F-16, the technology has already been in existence for 40 years. 10 years from now, the technology will be vintage. If you look at F-16 Rafale in comparison, it's the latest technology anywhere in the world. And what is very interesting is, in the deal that we signed, any upgrades on the Rafale will be automatically passed on to India. So improvements would be made and those improvements would automatically be made available to India. And secondly, the Rafale that is going to be sold to the Indian Air Force is not the one that will be used by the French Air Force. After having tested it, etc., we had suggested certain changes to suit the Indian environment. As I said, India is the only country which operates from the sea level to heights of about 28,000, 29, 30,000. So you needed an aircraft which can operate concurrently in temperatures of going from plus 50 to minus 50 degrees centigrade.
And Rafale can do that.
Rafale can do that. Nowhere in the world is any aircraft designed to operate from plus 50 degrees to minus 50 degrees.
Unlike the $20 billion medium multi-role combat aircraft project to acquire 126 fighters, which included 108 jets to be built in India, the 36 Rafale fighters are to be directly acquired from France.
As far as Pakistan is concerned, it does not pose any threat whatsoever. Pakistan already operates around 80 F-16. What the Americans are giving is, really speaking, 8 more. And if 8 more additional platforms can rattle the country of the size of India, then there is something very seriously wrong with our defense policy. 8 aircraft should not rattle us. Similarly, they wanted to go in for the latest Viper attack helicopters. They were wanting 15. What the Americans have promised them to give them is only 9. So 9 platforms virtually can make no difference at all, either tactically or operationally or strategically. As far as China is concerned, this is a platform which is way beyond what China has got, and there is absolutely no possibility of China being able to get anything in comparison to Rafale. Chinese have already been worried about the type of upgradation that is going on. After we got the Hercules, we got the Globemaster, and we got the one more aircraft called the Skylifters or something like that. And now the Rafale, the Chinese have been terrified. They've been worried of the growing potential and growing strength of the Indian Air Force, particularly all the infrastructure that they put up at a height of 16,000 feet in terms of expressways, in terms of railway lines. There's no greenery there. All bridges stand out like sore thumbs. The Indian Air Force has attained the capability of wiping them out in the first 24 hours. So Chinese have been forced to go in for some very cost-prohibitive defensive systems, S-400, 400 from Russia, to primarily, for the first time ever, to defend them against India. So this will add worry to the Chinese as against worry to us.
Powered by NNIS.